I'm playing Quinn.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Wait, who are you playing?
I'm Thomas, right?
Yeah.
You're my dad.
Oh,
My daddy.
No spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
we are
It's the second page.
we are live on YouTube. We got a great cast here. We got Eli Magers.
Hi, everybody. Do we do intros? I'm assuming not. I'm sure it's like straight to business, right?
Emily Jira, Serena Berman, Will Duncan,
Yo.
Hoff Matthews, and I'm Ryan Sartor. I wrote the script.
Woo!
Take it away, Hoff.
All right, this is Glib, written by Ryan Sartor. Interior, Sandra and Thomas's house, living room, day. Thomas, 37, exhausted, a slight paunch sticking out from the bottom of his t-shirt, sits in front of the TV, watching a black and white movie. Behind him, he hears the sound of a child crying. Sandra, 40, opens a far door and pushes back her curly hair, eyes opening wide. On her way toward the other room, she stops in front of Thomas on the couch.
Hey, can you keep an ear out for Quinn in case she starts up again?
I think Ryan's coming over.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna watch a movie.
Okay, Winnie is crying, so I have to take care of her. If Quinn starts crying again, can you handle it?
It's kind of weird how they both have that in their name, right? I never really thought about that.
In?
Yeah, like Quinn, Winnie, Quinn.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Okay. All right. That was funny. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll keep an ear out, okay?
Sandra walks off. On the TV, Thomas is watching Sergei Eisenstein's Strike. Factory workers on screen take part in a violent uprising. Thomas hears a creaking sound and looks back. His daughter, Quinn, 4, pokes her head through an opening in the bedroom door. She's watching the TV.
Sweetie, come here.
Quinn slowly walks over and sits on his lap.
You know you're supposed to be asleep, right?
Yeah.
So why aren't you in bed right now with your eyes closed?
Well, I don't know.
Do you know what it means when you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing?
What?
It's called disobedient. You're being disobedient.
Is that bad?
Yeah, sweetie, it's pretty bad.
What are you watching?
Oh, this? It's a 1903 film about a violent uprising by factory workers in pre-revolutionary Russia.
Why were they doing that?
The Russian government was oppressing them, so they were fighting for what they believed in.
Disobedient.
Oh, they're being disobedient? Yeah, I guess so.
How come they can, but I can't?
You know, I always promised myself that I'd never be one of those parents who say, because I said so.
Sandra steps out from Winnie's bedroom and turns to Thomas and Quinn.
What are you doing up?
I was about to tell me something.
No, actually, this is a great seg.
Can you please put her in bed?
There's a knock on the door.
That's Ryan.
Thomas gets up. Sandra rolls her eyes, picks up Quinn, and walks off. Thomas heads to the front door and opens it. Ryan, 37, wearing a baseball cap, unshowered, unshaved, walks in.
Hey, man, what's up? How's it going?
Honestly, not too great.
Oh, no. What's up, man?
I don't really want to get into it. How's everything with you?
Girls won't go to sleep. Sandra's running around.
God, what a life. I'd kill to have a wife and kids.
Maybe soon, though, right? I mean, how are things going with Cassie?
I didn't tell you, she stole my identity.
What? I'm so sorry. That's a horrible way to break up.
Oh, we're still together. I'm not going to go down that easily. That's not why I came over, though.
Well, yeah, you came over to watch Criterion movies, right? It's Criterion Thursday.
Why don't we just watch that Sam Levinson show, The Idol, instead? I heard it's pretty good.
No, you did not hear that. You want anything to drink?
Ryan shakes his head. Thomas gestures to the dining room table. They sit down.
So tell me, what's up? What happened with Cassie?
Is it okay if I don't? I'm working through that with my therapist, trying not to muddy the waters.
Shouldn't you get a therapist's opinion and a friend's opinion?
You once told me that the reason my life feels incomplete is that I don't believe in Jesus.
I only said that because you asked me why I thought your life felt incomplete.
Still, I can't take your advice anymore. It's too Christian.
You know, you got a lot of rules about everything. It makes it pretty difficult to talk to you.
My therapist said that since leaving the Catholic Church, I've become the Catholic Church.
I've thought that about you before.
Really? You got to tell me this stuff.
You just said you don't want my advice.
No advice, but an insight? Absolutely.
I'll try to keep that in mind.
Anyway, how's work?
Sandra walks in and sits down at the table.
Ryan, how are you?
I'm all right. Hey, you guys ever need a babysitter? Let me know.
That's very kind.
Also, is everything okay?
What do you mean?
When I come over, you're always running around, taking care of the girls. Thomas is lounging.
Huh. That's an interesting observation.
Thomas looks off to the side and sees Quinn standing in the doorway of her bedroom.
Oh, Quinn's awake again.
Why are you telling me?
Well, I just thought since you were already taking care of the girls, maybe you could handle this also.
Can I talk to you in the other room, please?
Ryan stares tensely at the floor as Thomas and Sandra walk away. Quinn tiptoes from her bedroom, approaching Ryan.
Hey, it's so nice to see you.
Were you ever his own Needian?
I'm so sorry. I have no idea what you're saying.
Like when you don't listen to your parents? Disobedient?
Oh, disobedient. No, that's weird. People shouldn't use that word anymore. Where'd you hear it?
My dad said that's what I was being.
Well, look, I can't go against something he told you.
Okay.
But I will say, what do parents actually know?
Huh?
Like your dad in particular. He doesn't do any research on how to raise children.
He doesn't know?
Your mom at least looks at TikTok. Your dad's just winging it.
Winging?
Yeah, he's like a fake authority. He'll call you disobedient to keep you in line. He's desperate.
I shouldn't listen?
No, I mean, you have to do whatever he says, but I'm saying don't beat yourself up about it.
Thomas and Sandra walk back in the living room.
Why are you still awake? You're being so disobedient.
Am I?
Excuse me, young lady?
Ryan said I'm not being disobedient.
Hey, hold on. We're missing some crucial context.
Oh, really? What's that?
I said Sandra watches TikToks about parenting and you don't.
You told my child that?
It is true, though.
Huh?
Don't watch parenting TikToks.
I am sorry I was criticizing you to your kid, though. I can see that's messed up.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm going to put Quinn to bed, something I know how to do instinctually.
Thomas picks up Quinn and brings her to her bedroom. Sandra sits down across from Ryan.
Sorry, I don't mean to stir the pot.
Of course you do, but we love it. Never a dull moment.
How's everything going with you?
Not bad. I'm consulting 5 hours a week so I can spend more time at home with the kids.
Hey, I was going to ask Thomas something, but I want to get your advice first.
What?
Well, you know how he has that freelance budget? I think he should hire me to write articles for him.
I've been telling him he should do that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, my job sucks delivering bread.
I don't know how you resist eating all of it.
I can't resist. It's a huge problem. 90% of my diet is bread now.
Yeah, it's probably good for you though. I mean, it's fresh.
No, it's really not. But what do you think? Will Thomas go for it?
Well, he's actually using fewer freelancers. He's got ChatGPT writing articles and he just cleans them up afterward.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I'm not kidding.
Really? Everything I've read about AI says it's not advanced enough to write stuff like that yet.
Everything you've read saying that. Who wrote it?
Journalists.
Human journalists. They'll say anything to make sure AI doesn't take their jobs.
Lousy, no good human writers.
Thomas walks back in the room.
All right, she's down.
Thank you. Good seeing you, Ryan.
Sandra smiles and heads to the bedroom. Thomas turns to Ryan.
Anyway, sorry, what were we talking about?
I was asking you how work is going.
It's pretty nuts. Yeah, it's been really busy.
Writing all those articles?
Yep, that's the job. How's bread delivery?
It's pretty good. Well, my boss made this offhand remark yesterday that kind of annoyed me.
Oh man, what was it?
He was saying how drivers get paid less than bakers because drivers are less skilled labor,
Ah,
which is basically what Carol Lombardini, head of the AMPTP, said last year when I was a writer's assistant. She said, "Why should we increase your pay? You're unskilled labor."
right.
And I feel like I'm 38 years old and I just want to be a skilled laborer. That's it.
Yeah, man, that makes sense.
Which is why I wanted to ask, are you hiring any freelancers? Maybe I could work for you.
Oh, right. Well, we do different types of writing. You write screenplays.
Yeah, but no one pays me for that. I can write your stuff. Give me an assignment, test it out.
Sure. Let me think about it, okay?
All right, thanks.
Thomas walks to the kitchen and pours himself a glass of water.
You sure you don't want to watch a movie?
Nah, I'll just hang out for a bit, then go.
Right.
So, which freelancers are you working with right now? You got a full roster?
Oh, yeah. There's just a few.
What are their names?
What are you gonna do? Ask them for tips on how to get hired by me?
So they're human.
What?
They're human beings, your writers.
Yeah, of course they are.
You're lying.
Excuse me?
Sandra told me you're using ChatGPT.
When did she tell you that?
When you were in your daughter's bedroom telling her how disobedient she is.
Hey, man, I let that slide before, but I don't really appreciate you contradicting me in front of my daughter.
I just think it's gross to tell your child that they're being disobedient.
I can say whatever I want to my kids.
Even if it's abuse?
Oh, really? Now that's abuse?
Sorry, it's not abuse. I just think it's not cool.
The truth is, it's easier working with ChatGPT.
Okay, but you really want to live in a world where people read things written by AI?
Sure, why not?
Because soon, all around the world, there'll just be robots writing stuff that robots read.
Well, no, it won't, because I'm also writing and I'm reading what the robots write.
What about when you die one day and there are no humans that you've passed along your skill set to?
You want me to pass my skill set along to you? You'll bail as soon as you get more screenwriting work.
But what if that never happens?
It'll happen. You always do this. You panic and you ask me to hire you.
And you never do.
I don't have the budget.
Sure you do. You're just happy to pocket it yourself.
Ryan looks toward the door.
You know what? I'm going to go.
Really, man? We can't just hang out and watch a movie. I gotta do something for you.
If things were reversed and I was doing some soulless work for a corporation, I'd get you a gig.
Yeah, but you would never be in that position.
You think I don't know that?
Ryan leaves through the front door, slamming it as he leaves. Sandra walks back in the living room.
One of Ryan's classic freakouts.
Did you tell him I'm using ChatGPT?
Sorry, I didn't know it was a secret.
He's hard up for cash. Wants me to hire him.
You know what I'm gonna say?
I actually do not.
You love your Criterion movies. We live in Los Angeles. Why did we move here?
To be close to your sister?
Okay, sure. But also, you don't want to write ad copy. You want to write movies.
Yeah, that would be cool, but it's not gonna happen.
Come on, people here are making movies. Ryan makes movies.
Yeah, but have you seen his stuff?
I can't watch them. They make me too sad.
His aesthetic is Albert Brooks with the dentist drill.
Yeah, but he knows camera people and sound people. He could help you make something.
Oh, and we'd pay him for this?
Yes.
We can't afford that.
We have hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings.
Do you know how savings work? You keep them saved.
You can spend a little and then maybe you'll get work writing movies and you'll be happy.
I'm happy now.
When you die one day, you want to leave behind work you're proud of, right? Not just money.
Are those the only two options? What about you? What do you want to do?
I have stuff I want to do, but none of it is dependent on Hollywood loving me.
That's a nice way to say that.
Yeah, that was the nice way.
Thomas gets up and turns off the TV.
Bedtime.
Kids are asleep. Let's watch a movie.
All right, sure. You pick.
What about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? That's supposed to be good.
It's Criterion Thursdays. That's not Criterion.
Quentin Tarantino's not in the Criterion Collection? Okay, now I've heard everything.
All right, I guess we could rent it.
Oh, wow, dishing out $4. You really are loosening up.
You love anything with a lot of movie stars. I'm surprised you didn't suggest Ocean's 11.
Okay, you're making jokes now, but guess what? We're watching Ocean's 11.
Thomas rolls his eyes and searches for rentals on the TV. Interior ad agency, corner office, the next morning. Joanne Fletcher, 40, sits behind a desk with a beautiful view of mountains in Los Angeles. There's a knock on her door.
Come in.
Ryan walks in. He's dressed better than usual, wearing a matching black tracksuit, top and bottom.
Hey, sorry, you're Joanne Fletcher, right?
Can I help you?
First of all, nice dress.
Pardon?
But forget I said that. I want to talk about one of your writers.
I'm kind of busy. Can you shoot me an email and we'll schedule a time?
Let me just say one thing, and if you don't want to hear more, I'll leave.
Sure.
One of your writers is using AI to help write his articles.
Cool.
Cool.
Sounds like a good use of resources.
What if I were to tell you that using AI can be harmful to future search engine optimization?
Wait, you said he. I only have one male writer. It's Thomas. He's doing that?
Before I give you that information, let me pitch you on this idea. Hire me to replace him.
You said he, now him. It's definitely Thomas.
Yeah, fire Thomas and hire me. I don't use ChatGPT.
I told you, I don't care about that. You know, Thomas is always emphasizing how much time he spends writing his articles.
Yeah, how much time he spends waiting for a robot to do his work.
How did you get this information from him?
He confided in me. We're good friends, probably best friends.
Don't you think he'll be upset if he finds out that you got him fired?
Oh, people are always getting upset with me.
Interior Ryan's apartment, night. Ryan sits in a chair, eating popcorn, watching the Sandra Bullock movie While You Were Sleeping.
Oh my God, he's asleep. What are you talking to him? He can't hear you.
There's a knock on the door. Ryan fumbles with his popcorn, spilling it. He crawls on the floor toward the light switch and flips it.
I saw you turn off your lights, man. I know you're in there.
Ryan stands up, turns on the lights, and opens the door. Thomas walks in.
Sorry about that. I thought you were my landlord.
You haven't been paying rent?
You can't refuse to get me a job and then complain that I'm not being fiscally responsible.
That's what I'm here about, actually. What if we make a movie together and I'll pay you?
This was your idea?
Well, me and Sandra.
What are you thinking? A short feature?
I can do a budget of $20,000. So whatever that can get us.
We can do a feature for 20K. I mean, it's going to be tight.
All right. This is exciting. Okay. Obviously, I've got a few ideas. Yeah, I'll start writing.
Whoa. I'll only help you make it if it's my script.
Well, I can co-write.
Afraid not. You'll learn and write the next one.
Learn from you? No offense, but I mean, you've never written a movie that's actually been produced.
Yeah, but I've written hundreds of scripts that no one wants to make. I know what I'm doing.
All right, great. Hey, this is exciting, okay? We're going to make a movie. We're going to do it.
There is one thing I need to deal with.
Do you want to say thank you or?
You're hiring me for my services. It's not really a please and thank you situation.
I think every situation is a please and thank you situation.
Thomas's phone rings.
Gosh, I should take this. It's my boss.
Oh, actually, don't pick up. I need to talk to her.
What?
Thomas steps outside Ryan's front door and answers the phone. Intercut with interior ad agency, corner office, same time. Joanne sits behind her desk.
Hello?
Hey, Thomas, do you have a friend named Ryan?
Yeah, I'm with him right now.
He showed up at my office today trying to get you fired for using ChatGPT.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I obviously told him I'm not going to do that, but please tell him not to talk to me anymore. Yeah?
I will. I'm sorry. That is very embarrassing. I can't believe I was literally just about to make a movie with him.
Make a movie? What do you mean?
Yeah, we were going to just shoot a feature film together on nights and weekends, but I'm not going to work with him now.
I mean, you can't make a feature film. You signed a non-compete clause.
Oh, no, that only applies to comparable work. I'd be making a fiction film, not writing ad copy.
Don't we create worlds? Tell stories?
I mean, look, it's all a moot point, right? I mean, I'm not going to make a movie with this guy.
And you won't be making any feature films as long as you work for me. Got it?
Is this what you always wanted to do? Write ad copy?
Yeah. Growing up, watching Mad Men.
You did not watch Mad Men growing up. You were working in the ad industry when Mad Men aired.
Careful. Getting a little ageist there. Just promise me you won't make any movies.
Okay. I promise.
Great. And while I have you on the phone, can you send me the new draft of that Telemart campaign?
Tonight? It's like 7 p.m.
Yeah, well, now that I know you use AI to write pieces, shouldn't take you long.
Thomas hangs up the phone. He walks back into Ryan's apartment.
What happened? She didn't say anything weird, did she?
You tried to get me fired?
No, listen, that was a goof. I was joking around.
Yeah, you just apologize for being a shitty friend.
All right, man, I'm sorry.
I misjudged how I'd feel. That apology did nothing. I'm furious with you, man.
Let's not let this derail our plans for the movie.
Are you insane? I'm not going to make a movie with you.
You need me, though, for my writing, the crew I work with.
I'm going to write it myself, and I know all the crew you work with. You have introduced me to them.
You're right. I should have gatekept better. Gatekept?
You really are an asshole, huh? I'm one of your best friends, and you were so eager to screw me over.
I was hasty, I'll admit that. And I did apologize.
Goodbye, man.
Thomas heads for the door.
Wait,
What?
is it weird if I ask your boss out on a date? I thought there was a vibe.
She specifically asked me to make sure you don't talk to her ever again. And she's a terrible person.
Unfortunately, those two qualities are like my type.
Thomas shakes his head and leaves.
I'm gonna reach out if that's cool.
Interior Sandra and Thomas's house, kitchen, night. Thomas walks in the front door. Sandra sits at the table, staring into space.
Oh my God. You will not believe the night I had.
Sandra slowly turns to face Thomas.
The night you've had? I've developed a twitch in the last 2 hours.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Yeah, you go first. What happened?
Quinn spit a mouthful of milk into Winnie's hair.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, and then as soon as I washed that out, Winnie ran over and started drawing on the wall with a crayon.
What? Who even does that, right? It's like
Little terrorists do that, aka toddlers. Okay, how was your night? Did you pitch Ryan on making that movie together?
Yeah, but get this, mid-pitch, I get a call from my boss. Ryan went to her office saying that she should fire me.
Are you serious? Who does that?
I know, right? Dickheads do that. Dickheads like him. Needless to say, I'm not going to make a movie with that guy.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
You still think I should work with him after that?
I'm just having a hard time wrapping my mind around Ryan. Why Ryan would do this?
Right? He seems to behave like a human being, but I swear he's not one.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. Okay, well, look, Winnie is asleep, but Quinn keeps waking up, so just keep an eye on her, yeah?
Are you going somewhere?
It's on the calendar. Drinks with friends.
Oh shit! I didn't even look at it today.
That's your nightmare.
You can't go. I got to do another draft or a project for Joanne.
No, you have your movie nights. You go to your friend's apartments. I'm going out.
But I can't work if the kids start running around.
Are you forbidding me from leaving the house?
I don't want to frame it in such patriarchal terms, but yes.
All right. Sure. I'll stay home and take care of Quinn and Winnie.
Oh, wow. That was actually way easier than I thought. All right. I really hope that this does not come back to bite me in the ass.
Here's hoping.
Cut to interior Sandra and Thomas's house, bedroom, night. Sandra helps Ryan as he climbs in through a window.
Hey, thanks for asking me to babysit.
Yeah, well, I looked at your resume and your references checked out.
References?
You're a warm body. And Thomas can't know you're here. Quinn and Winnie are sleeping.
Ryan looks over and notices Quinn asleep in her bed next to Winnie.
Oh, right. I guess it is pretty late.
Also, what the hell is wrong with you? You tried to get Thomas fired?
It's just capitalism. I was trying to get money for myself. And I guess I was annoyed about AI.
You can be a real asshole sometimes, you know that?
Everyone keeps telling me that, so I figure it must be true. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it would be better if you were self-aware, but we'll take what we can get. All right, I'm going out. So obviously if there's an emergency, Thomas is just one room over.
What if he comes in here to check on the girls?
He won't. Google Docs are like his matrix. He'll work until you pull the plug from the back of his head.
That's a vivid metaphor.
I was being literal. He works while wearing an Oculus headset. You have to pull it off of him.
Sandra climbs out the window as Ryan sits down in a rocking chair. He looks down at his Kindle and then up at the girls. The light from a passing car catches Quinn's eyes, which are wide open.
Have you been awake this whole time?
What is ape night?
I never have any idea what you're saying. Oh, wait, AI?
Yeah,
What is AI?
that's what I just said.
No, I know. That was rhetorical.
Red or Oracle?
It's fine to just pretend you understand what I'm saying sometimes.
Interior Sandra and Thomas's house, front door later. Thomas is in the living room typing out his work, wearing an Oculus headset. Sandra walks in, waving to a car full of women who laugh. Thomas hears the sound and takes off his Oculus.
What the hell was that?
Sorry, I know you hate the sound of women laughing.
Wait, did Noreen just drop you off? Who's watching Quinn and Winnie?
Ryan walks out of the bedroom.
Well, Thomas, if it isn't me.
You let Ryan babysit our kids?
Yeah, that's right. I wanted to go out and you were being a jerk about it.
But hey, while Sandra was gallivanting, I made AI write an article that you can use.
Ryan hands over his phone to show Thomas.
I'm not reading that. I actually don't want anything to do with you.
Just take a look, and then I'll leave.
Read it, please. I want to watch 5 hours of Vanderpump Rules and then go to bed.
Fine.
Thomas reads through the article.
Hey, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, you like it?
It's a little scary how much our readers would enjoy this. Written by AI and then you just edited it?
No, Thomas, you've been tricked. Quinn, come out.
Quinn steps out from the bedroom.
She's not asleep? Dude, it's like 11 p.m.
She was asleep when I left. Ryan, I didn't sign off on this.
While Quinn was awake, she wrote that article, not AI.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
I'm a writer!
Makes you rethink everything, right? Even Quinn can do better work than AI.
Makes sense, honestly. She doesn't overthink things. Maybe when she's 18, I can hire her to write for me.
Are you kidding me? My whole point is that you should hire me instead of AI. Why are you so resistant?
You mean aside from the fact that you tried to ruin my life and I can't trust you?
Putting that aside, yeah.
At the end of the day, you don't respect me. Admit it. It's true, isn't it?
You really want to have this conversation in front of your wife and daughter?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Yeah, I guess the fact that you're all about making money and you gave up on your passions, I don't really respect you.
You don't think that getting married and having kids is a legitimate path for someone to take?
Sure it is. I want that. But you can't give up on your art.
Only rich people who hire nannies can have kids and also make art.
Didn't you used to have a nanny for the girls?
Yeah, but I don't want to spend all that money. It's a waste.
See, there it is. You're choosing not to make art so that you can save money.
You know, in Thomas's defense, a lot of kids who have nannies end up messed up too.
I can't believe this. You really have to choose art or having kids?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, or you can raise messed up kids. That's an option.
Quinn steps forward.
Can I say something?
You should really be asleep.
Yeah, honestly, I thought that you guys would put her to bed and then we'd talk. This is nuts.
It's okay, Quinn. I want to hear this.
This should be the movie.
Ryan looks at Sandra and Thomas, who pause and then nod in agreement.
Not a bad idea, actually.
I like it.
She's not getting a story by credit. Special thanks only.
Thomas picks up Quinn.
Yeah, and if you'll excuse me, I got a date with Thomas's boss.
Tonight?
Almost midnight.
Yeah, she just texted me. I think she has a drinking problem.
Interior bar later. Ryan sits across from Joanne, each sipping a drink.
Can't believe you agreed to go out with me. Seemed like a real long shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't doing anything else. Cute.
I have a nephew who's cute, and I told my mom, I'll be sad when he's not cute anymore. And she said, he'll always be cute, just like you.
That's a weird story. Don't tell stories like that about your mom.
So how'd you become Thomas's boss?
I applied for the position. I'm the managing editor.
Who did you replace?
Someone, I don't remember their name. They left the job.
I mean, that's what they told you. There's a good chance they fired her and don't want you to know.
Why would I care?
Because then you'll think it's a volatile workplace. They wanted you to think everyone liked each other.
Maybe.
Look, I know why you really wanted to go on a date with me.
Want is a strong word. I agreed to it.
You wanted to find out what kind of shit I would talk about Thomas.
I mean, that would be fun.
But I won't do it. I'm trying to turn over a new page. Become a better friend.
I'm happy for you, but it's kind of boring for me.
That's what happens in life, right? Everything either makes you happy or it's boring.
That may be true, but when I get bored, I get the check.
Cool. I'll Venmo you. Oh, Matt, I think you're muted.
Oh, sorry about that. Interior Sandra and Thomas's house, dining room next week. Thomas is sitting at the table, a legal notepad in front of him. Sandra pours herself a glass of water.
Noreen just found out her ex lost his job because he was killing cats. Who does that?
Yeah, love that for her.
Also, I want a divorce.
Oh, sure. I love that for you, baby.
Sandra looks at Thomas, who is staring at his computer.
What are you working on?
Just fleshing out the idea we talked about for the movie. I'm curious what Ryan will think about it.
I'm glad you decided to work with him after all.
Hey, you know what? He's a piece of shit, but he's our piece of shit.
There's a knock at the door. Sandra answers. It's Ryan.
Thanks again for watching Girls.
Of course. You two deserve a night out.
Quinn and Winnie are asleep, so just keep the volume down if you watch TV, okay?
Or maybe I'll turn it up if I'm bored and want company.
Don't do that, and don't joke about it.
Oh, here.
Thomas hands the notepad over to Ryan, who looks down at it.
This is just some of my ideas for the movie.
Your handwriting is worse than a doctor's. I can't read this.
Well, try to imagine what it might say.
All right. You kids have fun. Don't worry about us.
Sandra heads out the door. Before Thomas can leave, Ryan turns to him.
Hey, I gotta ask.
Hmm?
Why didn't you shut me out of your life when I behaved so poorly?
Well, that's the double-edged sword of Christianity. We don't give up on people.
I can think of quite a few groups you guys have given up on.
All right. Well, we're late for our dinner reservation. I better go.
I'll start jotting down the list. I'll have it for you when you get back.
A list of scenes for the movie?
No, a list of groups that Christians hate.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, have a good night, Ryan.
Enjoy your evening.
The end.
Give it up for this cast one more time. Great job, everybody. And thanks everybody for watching. And